Hey, Annika. Hi, and welcome, everybody. I'm so happy to be here again this Wednesday. And it's such a joy to be here every Wednesday. And I learn so much about myself and, as we, as a collective, it's a beautiful thing. Can you just say something in the chat that you hear and see me from both YouTube and from the Facebook group, Vibe Community? Because you can please do that for me. It would be highly appreciated. Just a yes. I can see in this broadcast window whether you're saying I can hear and see you from YouTube or from the community on Facebook. Good. Facebook sees me, and hi, Fred. So happy you're here. And Facebook used to say, I see you, love to be here, and I'm so happy you're here too. So if you're on Facebook and you want me to know who you are as the commenter, you can grant StreamYard that I can see your name, because I have to have permission from Facebook. But otherwise, Facebook user is perfect. So this is the fifth part in this series of worthiness. And you who have been here for some of the broadcasts know that it's not like I'm talking about worthiness. It's more of a deep dive into the subconscious, into your cells, opening up for more of the truth of who you are. Anna, hi. The truth of who you are, and we have the truth, the core of who we are truly here to be, and then we have layers and layers of programs, behavior patterns, conclusions that we made that are not true. Stagnant energies, unprocessed emotions from traumas, and we also have traumas from we carry them in our genes from our ancestors, and we can also have a trauma in the collective. So like I'm from Sweden, and we have hundreds and hundreds of years of things that happen, and we carry that in our systems. And when we make decisions in our everyday life, we make decisions based on these beliefs that we carry in our bodies. And then when you start to do this deep dive into your system, you realize that isn't even true. Maybe there is something else that is true for me. And I have been doing this journey for quite some time. And my truth, I'm well on my way, but more and more it's opening up for me gifts that I didn't know I had just maybe 3 weeks ago or a year ago. And everybody's truth they look a bit different. That's because we are here as unique essences with our body as the instrument to carry these frequencies to create well-being for others, for us, but also for others. Like I have this wonderful friend here, Anna. She's a wonderful sound healer, and listen to her song, and when she uses the instrument, it opens up my heart, and I'm so joyous, when I get to have the sessions that she offers. And I do sessions with vibrations, but I use my voice and my body, and it's like a transmission in consciousness with what I'm saying. And I'm talking about truth that will resonate with something in you that will open up your system and to receive it. And there are so many ways of opening up for your own truth, and choose the thing that resonates highly with you. It's a beautiful journey, and I hope this evening, this 1 hour with me, can open up more of the truth of who you are in you, so that you can take off that old suit and be in your beautiful flower that you are here to be, and that you already are. But maybe we are using the wrong lenses. We don't see that always. So I invite you to close your eyes if that is. I love playing with you too, with the sounds, and to be here. Yeah, Anna, me too. So I invite you to close your eyes, because the way I do this, opening up my system and to guide you to opening up your system is kind of a meditation in a way. I do speak and I do say things, and I feel into the layers where we might be a bit stuck in the collective consciousness of the group, and then I just guide you just a little bit. It's like a little with my finger to guide you to open up to even wider place within you. And it could be, come up feelings like old emotions, or why do I think about that? I haven't thought about that for years, and it's just new layers of thing that comes up. And when one of you heal, you heal. If the rest of the group is open, they will heal too, because we are all connected. We are all connected, and the more we go from mind not down into our hearts, we will feel united in a way that is so beautiful. And I hope you will open up more tonight. I hope we can create something really beautiful here this evening. So again, I invite you to close your eyes and just like take a deep breath. I can feel I need it. I'm speaking from my high up in my chest, and just tune in, be right here. And if it's evening where you are, just drop the day. It's like you've been on a long journey and you have all your luggage and you just drop it right where it is. You don't have to organize it. Don't have to even think of how to do it. Just intend to drop it. And soften in your systems. And I can feel already that some of you have a direction, you're on your way, and it's like it's hard to to stop the fast train in a way, but you don't have to try to stop the train. Just notice that you're on a fast pace. Just allow it to be exactly as it is right now. Good, so beautiful. Just allow everything to be the way it is. And now, I know I said this before, but it's okay when these emotions come up, because they're actually supposed to be felt. We're supposed to embrace our emotions, to acknowledge the fact that they're there, but we are so trained to avoid them, to run away from them, to achieve them away in a way. If only I do more of this, then it will be better. So drop in deeper into your systems. You can even put a hand on your heart. Just remind yourself that you're no place else right now. You're right here. I'm here now. You're right here in this room or the environment that you're currently in. You cannot be anywhere else in this moment with your energy. If you're really sensitive, you can almost feel that your energies are like, my energies are still back. Earlier today, I helped a friend with a software on the computer, and I'm still in that cafe, and I called that part of me back. Because with your intention, you can tell your energies where to go. Energy flows where you put your intention and attention. Good. And allow that energy come back into your body. You can also say, you can come home now. Come home in my body. So beautiful. You can come home now. I'm home. And to make this as a little, like, we can play this evening. We can talk to our cells in our body, and we can say, it's okay to open up. Beautiful. Open up. And whatever is in there, you can tell your body it's okay to let these energies flow. And it could be perceived as emotions or stagnation. We can feel density, which is very common these days when we are supposed to clear out these old belief systems, old energies. It's like high density, or maybe overwhelm. There's a lot of overwhelm in our systems these days. With like high overwhelm. Because we did make sure we are in this room or in this environment, each and every one of you. And these old energies are from something that happened whenever, I don't know, maybe today, but also way back. But you feel them now in this safe environment, in this safe place. And you just allow them to be there. Because our bodies know exactly how to clear them out of our systems. If we allow them, we just say there's no real threat here. And I'm here now to embrace whatever comes up in my system. Really good. Beautiful. And I can also feel a lot of nature here. Like I know who some of you are, and I know nature is a very important part of you. You can allow nature to come in, to be welcomed in to this process. Because nature knows how to make balance. Because it's natural for nature to be in balance. Even when it's a storm or a really warm day as it is here today, or a snowy day, it knows how to come back to balance. Good. So these cells, we can go back with our intention to the cells, and we just tell them it's okay to stay open. And of course, it's just a way of being here and now in this present moment, communicating to your body. So I'm here now. And there's like a bit of a confusion, so we left and we went to nature, and then we left the nature. They can actually coexist. Just that our mind is focusing on one thing. But what if they coexist? This natural balance can coexist with focus on the cells in your body. Because you're not really your body. You're awareness. In a body, in a way, and beyond the body. Good, so beautiful. You just stay there with this experience. And I, if you have questions and if you don't understand, just put them in the chat, and I will do my best to integrate it in this meditation, or this integration of this energy. The clearing is, it's all in one. So good. So if I try to weave in the topic of worthiness, it's, I feel it's something that I do have it in my thoughts. Like I realize sometimes when I'm aware, when I'm in the present moment, and I can I can tune into some subconscious programmings, like I don't feel worthy of whatever it is. If we do it like we did now, like we are aware of things, we don't have to fix it. It's like Matt Kahn says, he's a spiritual teacher and a healer. He says, like, there's nowhere to run from, and there's nowhere to run to, because we only have the present moment. We only have the here and now. The body doesn't know anything else. It's the mind that needs, like, the linear time. The mind needs structure to cope with all these ideas and patterns that we are, like, building blocks that is our identity in a way. But then when we start to do this inner work and we expand our consciousness, we become aware of so many layers of ourselves, and we just allow it to be there. Our system clears what's not supposed to be there and invites more of it, remembers the truth of who we are. So it invites more of that essence that are us. Wonderful. Yeah, it is underbart. It just invites more of the truth, because the truth cannot be destroyed. If we do this energy work, like I call it conscious energy work, in maybe in lack of better words, but when we do this, we cannot destroy what's true, because true is the only constant. It's what is in the deepest core of us when we are not believing all the lies we tell ourselves, that we're not worthy, we are not likable, we're not able to, not significant enough, or whatever ideas we hold in our system. And when I say lies, it's because our natural state is to be vibrant and fluid and joyful. And not saying that joyful doesn't mean we have days that energies can be densed, but it means that we can love the density, like we can be a space of vibrancy for the density, a space of joy for the density. If that is shame or an old trauma, or limiting beliefs or wrong conclusions, assumption that we made back in the days, we can still be present for that, allow that to exist. I used to say, if imagine all the things that we carry around are the kids, like a 5-year-old trying to figure out the world, having all these beliefs or ideas about him or herself. It's like, no way. It's, of course not. They just don't have the tools to handle everything they see, especially with maybe if we have parents that haven't learned how to be present in themselves. Like we as children cannot learn that. Like we have to be taught that in a way, or copy that from someone else's system. But what we copy from other people's system are unworthiness or overwhelm or I'm not enough, I'm not a good mother or a good father or a caregiver, or that is what we absorb, and we are trying to make sense out of it and become grown-up people. I heard somewhere people are lending money to buy houses on the mentality of a kid. I'm like, yikes. It was funny because we are so immature in our how we are with our emotions, and that is not a bad thing. I think like emotions are so beautiful. We learn so much about ourselves when we start to listen to our emotions. So before we go, like we have this emotion, and before we go to mind trying to figure out why do I feel this way, just sit with the emotions, just like we did just a little moment ago when we allowed whatever came up in our body and just witness what's there. Beautiful. And I can feel there's I feel things that's dense or expansive a lot of times, and I can feel there are a lot of density in the group, which is actually not a bad thing. It shows that we are here to witness it and allow it and to transmute it, to return it into love. Like you are so aware of what's going on in your body. And yeah. So let's say these are kids. Could you just be present for what this kid is going through? Could you say to this kid, you're allowed to feel all this in your body right now, and I'm here with you. I have love enough for us both. But I think you have love enough for this group, for the world. Good. Of course. So beautiful. And I can also feel like there's a bit of, am I doing this right? Or what do I do now? Intention is enough. So you're like, yeah, I'm enough. Like I have love enough for us both, or for this group, or for the world. Then you just focus on love, because it's a choice. We have been now in this moment for a while, in this present moment with what is right here. So therefore we can make a conscious choice for this consciousness that we are currently experiencing, not making it wrong. The consciousness comes with ideas and thoughts and feelings and how you experience a situation, or how you experience a person, or whatever that is, that consciousness, and you make friend with it. It's like, oh, is this what it feels like? Or is this what this consciousness brings to me, to my body, to this instrument? Beautiful, you guys. You're doing really well. And you're like, do you want to play? Do you want to feel what love is like? Do you want to feel like what joy is like? Would you want to feel what unconditional love is like? Because that is what it's about, right? To unconditionally be present for whatever this consciousness that it's a bit dense holds. It could hold shame, guilt, fear, overwhelm, not enoughness. And I invite you, I forget to tell you to breathe. And of course you're breathing, our bodies are breathing, but sometimes we can take a conscious breath. Breath work is beautiful. So you just take a conscious breath, bring in that love, the unconditional love with the breath. You can breathe it all the way down to your pelvic floor, into your belly, softly, gently, not to be like, I'm such a good breather. I do this so well. Think of it as, when a child has a tantrum, it's never a good idea to breathe really shallow and like, come on, get out of this. You be very present with the child, and you breathe slowly, and you're a very safe presence for that child. Good. So good. We hold so much not feeling supported enough, or not safe enough, or like all of those lower beliefs in our lower chakras. And we can bring down that juicy love into these places. Good. Be the space for this imbalance, so it can start to come back into neutrality, to balance. So good. I get chills. And feel into your body. Maybe you feel something else now. I can imagine you're feeling energy is moving, and energy wants to be in motion. So that is a beautiful thing. And sometimes it feels so much better, and sometimes it feels more intense. It doesn't mean it's wrong, that you're doing something wrong. It means that you're actually being a safe space enough for this energy to be brave enough to be felt, to move. And it's old layers of things that we couldn't reach before, or we didn't even know it was there, so therefore we couldn't be a space for it to feel safe. So the intensity of this energy is something you can welcome. It's like, yay. And you do that for you and for the collective in the most beautiful way. And we are quite some people here being a space for it as well. And I can promise you, what you are feeling, other people here feels too. Like, we are so connected. Good. And with these energies that are moving right now, it's like, maybe we don't even know what it's about. It's like, before we had a lot of healing modalities, you had to know exactly when it happened, what it was about, what's lesson learned. Like, there were so many details to be like boxes to check. Like, I have done all this, now I can move it. These layers of energies is like, it could be something that happened in the collective environment of your country 200 years back, or it could be something that your ancestor experienced, or it could be something that happened when you were younger. And also both the present and the future and the past coexist now. So it could be something maybe that you experience in the future, but that is like, what? It doesn't matter what it is. This energy is shifting. That's why I call it conscious energy work. Because it's energy work. We are vibrational beings. Our bodies are first and foremost energy. And we are here. And we have these tools, like they're already built in when we are being created from birth. Like, when we come to this world, we already have all these tools in our system, but we are learning how to use them, depending on if we seek that knowledge or not. And maybe you were born into a family where energy work was something that was done every day. I wasn't, but I now like have this wonderful mother who is very expensive and very like aware, and that is a kind of cool, I think. Yeah, meaning that she feels energies too, so we can play together. Um, Also, I can see that in my friends that I met years and years back, where we're not as conscious. And today I see they are opening up to themselves, to their truth in the most beautiful way, and I can all of a sudden understand why they are my friends. Like there was a purpose. We were supposed to be on this journey together. Um, Good. Something that also is very powerful in a way. It's to, in small sections, remember that you don't have to do anything, because as I said before, there's nowhere to run from and nowhere to run to. So you only have the now. The more you are able to let go of trying to fix the energies in your body, trying to do something about it. It's like, oh, I have this pain in my, I don't know, my left hip. I have to go in there and I have to be the one who does the direction and so on. Like the more able we are to be in the present moment, the intention is enough. So it's like you can intend to be present for this energy, and then you can actually allow that to happen, and while you're focusing on love or freedom, or maybe how it feels when your hip is healed. Because when you do this work long enough, if you're here, I know you know this, but it's like this higher consciousness, like your higher self or God or pure awareness or creator or um, universe, is so eager to please your commands and your um, thoughts, like your intentions. So they, like, that energy does it for you. That is beyond mind. Because you're an instant manifester. Like you manifest all the time with your energy, and it's not like yes, it is your thoughts, it's your emotions, it's like the consciousness that you hold. So before, when I said you find this consciousness in your system, and you're like observing, it's like, oh, is this what this consciousness is like, with all these thoughts, these beliefs, like these emotions, this energy, these type of interactions with other people, these types of relationships. We become observer. We are not even our mind. So then we start to realize that consciousness is what is creating your life in every given moment, because that is how universe works. And you're like, oh, so that's why, as within, so without. So that's why, okay, well, I can be love for this one, not to manipulate it away, like then I move you away. No, because you cannot resist. You cannot resist it. What you resist persists. So you kind of love it, so it dissipates, it transmutes, it turns into a higher level of consciousness. You cannot destroy energy, but you can change it. You can start to vibrate faster. Yeah. Take a breath into your belly. And I invite you to come back a little bit into your body again. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's so nice to float around here. That could be an escape too. Escape from experiencing the consciousness in your body. That you're like I used to say, like, we hold consciousness in our cells. So what is the cell? What are your cell marinating in? What level of consciousness, or what consciousness? And if you see this consciousness with that we observed before, that is the consciousness creating your life. So when we are staying with it, being present with it, it becomes something else, and more joy can come in, maybe, or, well, it feels more loved, more safe. So therefore, you will start to create something else in your life. Good, beautiful. So it's about what level, what consciousness you're in. That is what creates your life. So therefore, it's so like such a power. I don't want to say tool, but it's such a power tool to be present, so that you can tune into what consciousness that is here now. What is your body hold, like what is going on in your body right now? And maybe it's, like, hello cell, what consciousness do you hold? It's not like that, but it could be like you tune into your body, you can feel density, or you can feel pain in your shoulders, or you can feel stagnation in your, I don't know, like throat. So it could be like physical and mental and emotional that you feel, or also energy. Like I feel when something is dense, or when it's not, when it's fluid. So that is like the first thing that your body gives away, and that is like that's a gift already there. You don't have to do anything else but, oh, I see this. The only thing, like, that you have to, in a kind of easy way to say it, is like, is this fear or love? Is it separated from source, or is it not? Is it fluid, or is it dense? Is it light or heavy? Like, there's those two options. So when you tune in and you feel the heaviness or the denseness or the uh, tenseness or whatever you're feeling, you're just like, oh, this is separated from source, from love. I can be a space for that. That's all you have to know, really. And then I understand we might want to know, like, why. I mean, I've been a why searcher for quite some time. It's like, I remember the first years when I went to therapy, to speech therapy, and I always said, why? But why? When did that happen? And I it almost like my therapist rolled her eyes, like, but doesn't matter. Does it really matter? No, she didn't say that. But and now it's like, oh, it's density. Let's breathe. Let's be a space for it. Um, so that I can be in a flow state when I create, or when I create. And sometimes it's even, oh, I'm in such a bad mood now. You want to stay there? Yes. And then I do, you know? Yeah, little magi, little magic. It's like, it's just that it's about being conscious of what we're holding in the moment. That's all. But what we, like, people do, and I do, and is we are trying to escape what we are feeling so that we don't have to feel it, with being an achiever, being a good girl or boy, being uh, the funny one, or the serious one, or like all these identities that we trying to live up to, or maybe some identities or thing that people say about us, and we're trying to run away from that, or try to be that. It's everywhere else but what is here, which is the key and the lock, served on a silver platter in front of you. Good. You're doing so well. And now I'm here to say to you, you can put a hand on your heart. And you say out loud, because that is like a more direct thing to say to your subconscious. Hi, body. My emotions and the sensations that I have in my body is nothing to be afraid of. I also remember that my emotions and the physical sensations doesn't have to be stuck in my body. They're allowed to flow wherever they want to. I can be an observer of that. Beautiful. And you don't have to say this, but you don't have to decide where the energy should go. You're just allowing them to move. Now I can feel so much energy is being released from your head. I just allow that to move. Good. So therefore, I can feel some of you have tense shoulders. And I'm trying to not have the tense shoulders or I don't know, lower back pain. And I think I have to move it away from there, trying to avoid it or to, crack your head or we can say to that energy, I'm sorry, I tried to control you. Where do you want to go? I allow you to move wherever you want to. I even allow you to stay. Because I can be a space for that too. So good. Yeah, because I can feel some of you have so much sadness and pain, like keeps a lot in your stomach. It's like you couldn't, something happened, you couldn't even breathe, take a breath. It was so devastating and so hard to experience. And you're like, I'm so sorry I didn't spend more time with you. But now I'm here. And however you want to experience this is perfect. And pretend we have like volcano head, so we just take the top off so that the energy can move. Good. And do not help it out. Be present with. Be an observer, a present parent who just sits there with no agenda, trying to fix anything. Present moment is love, is unconditional love. Yeah, and this will help with your third eye, with energies in your chakra in your forehead. And I invite you to breathe again down into your belly, your pelvic floor, and imagine the breath go beyond. It goes beyond your body, goes through all the chakras down to the pelvic floor, to the root chakra, and beyond. So, so, so good. When you feel ready, you just say, I'm willing to invite pure consciousness in, or joy, love, or the light. I'm willing to invite in that which I cannot see, but that which will always be good to me. Good. Wants to go through these frequencies, comes down your like spine. Just be a witness. And if you don't see them, maybe you feel them. And if you don't feel them, just be sure that they're there. Embrace whatever the present moment holds. I don't feel anything. Embrace that. It's just an emotion, something that you're convinced about. Down into your sitting bones, tailbone, your bum, glutes. Many of us have really tight glutes, and we have like sciatica problems, and just allow that to be coming down the nerves. This light is so high frequency that it what do you call it, dissolves what we think is like, I have this pain for years. A little high energy cannot solve this, but that means that we think our minds are greater than the greatest expansion of pure consciousness. And you're allowed to think that, I'm just saying. But what if pure consciousness can conquer everything? It's a matter of belief, to believing. Good. And let it come down to your thighs, in your tight muscles, the tension that you hold in your body. Softly, gently, like a very caring grandparent, We had our parents, we loved them, and then you have that grandparent or someone older than in your life that were that warm, embracing essence that wants nothing but the best for you. So beautiful. It comes down into your feet and out, and imagine this energy moves down into the ground. For some of you are already like you're merged with nature, merged just down into the ground, down into Mother Earth, to ground this energy so that we can be an anchor for this new consciousness on this planet. And I feel it's like when this energy goes down, it's like Mother Earth or the planet is like gives me back this grounding energy. Is it rewards us with these nature codes, and it's beautiful. And we just allow that to come into our bodies because we are here to help even the planet, right? Humanity and the planet. We have different purposes, but yeah, to raise awareness. Beautiful. So now it's like we are connected both to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, but also the universe. We can allow them to be a bridge, like in our hearts. Good. And now intention set on spreading this out. So we can reach out around the planet and help the ones who are conscious to get this new level. If you have someone near dear to you that needs a little extra care or love or maybe a situation in life or the world in general, just intend it to go there, to surround it like in a be embraced by this energy. Good. Breathe. So beautiful. And we tell ourselves to anchor this, that we vibrate with this new energy. And I feel it as everything is buzzing in my system. And from this new level, we just ask universe, what else is possible? What else is possible from this state? So we are open to what's new. When I say what else is possible, it's not like I have to hear like get a direct suggestion on what to do, but it's a frequency that holds, that we reside in, the frequency of endless possibilities. Yeah. Beautiful, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this session or this almost hour with me. I very much enjoy being here with you. Always do. So please write what you thought about this. It helps me. It helps me, yeah. To if something wasn't clear enough or if it was very fantastic, just please write it. I just love hearing from you. It's feedback. I like feedback. Bara fortsätt. Please keep on. Yeah, I like it a lot. And I'm so happy you are here. I also want to tell you, we are co-creating. Like, I'm just sitting here feeling into us all, and you are opening up to your powers creating something new in you, in your world, in your reality. So it's a reminder of who you are. Thank you, Lina. I'm so happy you're here with me too. So we are co-creating something new. So don't be afraid of your emotions. I'm just saying they can feel uncomfortable and in the way of your everyday life. But the reason you feel them is because you're so open so that the light that you are is shining on them. They're there on the silver platter. And you're like, oh, because otherwise you wouldn't feel them. You wouldn't know they're there. You don't have to figure out it's like because of that person or that happened or it's his energy or mine energy. Like it's energy. And you can be a space for it to exist, and then it will transmute and we will change out of something kind of dense right now into something beautiful, and you will experience more beauty, more love, more joy every day as a like because that's your natural state and you're willing to be that one. Yeah, thank you so much. I just love being here with you. Yeah, and take good care. I will be here next week again. Less warmer, maybe. It's very hot here in Tenerife today. I'm, yeah, I want to be cool, but I'm very warm. Indeed, Annika, my life has been changing in wonderful ways since being at these sessions. Oh, Fred, thank you. Thank you. You have so much to offer the world. Yeah, all of you have very much so. I'm so happy. Okay, everybody, take care, and I see you in a week. Bye bye. Thank you.